Hiya there and welcome to Lakey Collectables. Right, here is another item we have on our website at the moment. Thanks for looking. If you visit our website and you're following the link to see exactly what this book is about, or you've just on YouTube randomly looking through, basically what this is the Charlton Standard Catalogue of Royal Worcester figurines. It's a Millennium edition. It's a softback, quite thick book by Anthony Cast and John Edwards. Let's have a look exactly what this is about. I've had this in storage for quite a while. Basically, we went down to a retiring antiques dealer type person at a car boot, and I bought loads of reference books off him because he was giving up and retiring, and this was one of the books we sold us in a collection. It dates from 2000, and whilst this will be an excellent reference guide for someone, it's absolutely crammed for stuff, I would take the prices in here with a pinch of salt. I've been doing auction houses and stuff like that 15-20 years, and the amount of people who actually walk into an auction house with a book like this and pay the prices because they think, let's say for example something in here says it's worth £1,000. I do see this quite often. Someone will go to an auction house, and if they buy it for £600 they think, wow, I can go and sell this for £1,000, now I've made money. Prices tend to be in these books what top London retailers and things like that are asking, not the normal eBay prices and which normal people can get. Normally from what I've understood when I've done it, because eBay did kill the market, and some of these people who are writing these price guides are just stuck in a time warp basically. Yes, things were worth quite a lot of money in the 80s and 90s, and they probably were going for these prices, but unfortunately, there's not a chance in hell you're going to get these prices. Let's say for example here you've got a soldier here at the top which says Imperial Forces 1900. They've got here, he's worth £550. Realistically you'd probably get possibly 100 to 200. That would be so let's basically say if everyone worked on a quarter or a third, and that's probably the realistic value of the price in this book. But it is great for reference, don't get me wrong. Absolutely crammed with pictures. It's key, black and white pictures. It tells you all the variants, when they were made, the sizes. So if someone was selling on eBay or got a website or something like that, it's great for reference like that. But please trust me on this, if you're going to actually go to an auction house with this in your hand and use this for the references, it won't work. Recently I brought a massive collection of Hummel figures which I sold on eBay before I gave up on eBay. In fact, the Hummel figures actually got me banned on eBay because they sold for so much money. eBay thought it was suspicious activity and they froze my account until I proved I owned them, which I did. And then I thought, if you can actually do that on eBay, make that much money, but they can hold your money over suspicion, I don't want anything to do with eBay ever again. So they held my money for 6 months overselling things like this basically. I earned something like £10,000 in a week just on Hummel figures, which I got from an auction house, and I will tell you now the reason being why never trust these. The Hummel figures, I brought one for, I think it was £120 from the auction house. It said it was worth, I think it said 2,000 to 3,000. Realistic eBay price I think it went for was about 500. So I made a bit of money, but if anyone had gone from a proper price guide, they would have lost money. Luckily for me, the auction house where I brought all the Hummel stuff from, was they put them in a toy auction house called Vector's, which whoever put them in was absolutely balmy. So I was very lucky to get porcelain, which was pretty rare in a toy auction house when everyone else wanted to buy trains. Yeah, I deal in toys, but I saw better value in buying those than buying the toys, so I got them cheap. But I'm probably just waffling here. Honestly, do not go from what the price guides say. Just use them as a reference for variants, stuff like that. So I have lots of die-cast ones that are absolutely brilliant for telling you, colour variations which are rarer. Like you can have a Star Wars figure, for example, it's normally painted black. If it's painted a grey or a brown, it's not worth a fiver, then it's worth £1,000. Just crazy things like that. That's what these books are good for. It's amazing how many times these manufacturers, run out of paint but had to finish a certain amount of run for a day. So they changed the paint subtly, and things can be worth a lot more because of things like that. So then, this is basically this book. As I say, it's a nice book. I'm not quite sure how much I'm selling it for. If someone, has actually been on my website to see what this is a book about, they'll know. I don't think it'll be much. I'll probably ask him £5, £10, something like that. I'm normally quite cheap on things like this. But as I say, it's a really nice reference book. Anyway, thanks for looking at my review on this. It's in excellent condition, as you can see. That's the only bend I've just done. I don't think I've ever read the book. I've just literally brought it and put it down. I don't really sell Royal Worcester myself. You know, if it comes and it's cheap. I do like Hummel figures, I do like Wade, and I do like some of the Basic, but I'm not the biggest fan of Royal Worcester figurines, so it means this book's actually in excellent condition because I've never really opened it. Thanks for looking. Bye bye.